Mrs. Labasco, Board of Education members, members of the Passaic County Board of Chosen Freeholders, faculty, administration, parents, family members, and class of 2017. My name is Tamara Ellen, and as a class president, it is my honor to welcome you to Passaic County Technical Institute's 53rd commencement. Our class theme was Dare to Be. Throughout our time here at PCTI, each and every graduating senior has left his or her imprint, one that will forever remain an influential part of PCTI for years to come. And PCTI will forever remain an influential part of our lives. As you may have guessed, hearing it every day after school, this year's school-wide theme was Can't Stop the Feeling. Our joint feelings of happiness, excitement, and tech pride will not stop when we leave this campus. Thank you, PCTI, for preparing us for this moment as we work towards our future. At this time, will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem and the singing of our school's alma mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stripes and bright stars through the Please remain standing as I, Ann Pino, the class of 2017 co-vice president, offer the invocation. It is an absolute honor to stand before all of you as the co-vice president for the class of 2017. God, we thank you for leading us through the past 4 years and enabling us to be here and proudly represent the class of 2017. Together, we have managed to mature from scrawny, dim, scared freshmen to strong, intelligent, and courageous seniors. Some of us may be scared of what is to come, but we've spent 4 years preparing for this. We should be thankful and confident for the lessons we've learned on this very campus. We are thankful to the administrators, teachers, family, and friends who have helped mold us. With that being said, we want to acknowledge a very special mentor and advisor who is not here today. We know Mr. Thomas Woods, who left us suddenly and tragically 2 years ago, would have been proud of all our accomplishments as a class and individuals. It has been 4 years that we will never forget, and we know he was looking down on us with a feeling of accomplishment, knowing he was an influential part of our success as the graduating class of 2017. Thank you for getting us ready, and tonight, as we look back over our last 4 years, we can proudly celebrate what we have accomplished. We are proud to be the graduating class of 2017, and will always remember, once a bulldog, always a bulldog. Thank you, and amen. You may be seated.
Thank you, Anne. I am Grace Kazam, and I am your class of 2017 co-vice president. I am pleased to introduce PCTI's class of 2017 Salutatorian. Our Salutatorian is a driven young lady from the Academy of Criminal Justice. Her academic aptitude has earned her the respective number 2 spot in the class of 2017 with an outstanding GPA of 4.59. She will graduate with 33 potential credits towards earning her college degree. Within the halls of PCTI, our salutatorian has immersed herself in numerous extracurricular activities, community service roles, as well as many leadership positions. She was a member of FBLA, the Student Council, Concert Band, Skills USA, and the Mock Trial team, in which she and her team won the Passaic County Championship. She is also an active volunteer at the Clifton Public Library and Juvenile Conference Center, where she lends an ear to help find solutions for troubled youths. She also participated in the Berkeley College Business Leadership Programs and AP Physics webinars. She was selected to the Circles of Success as a 9th grader at Tech, which served as a small glimpse into the future for the potential this young woman would fulfill. Our salutatorian will continue her education at the Ivy League School of Harvard University, where she will potentially pursue studies in physics. Her ultimate goal is to become a physicist. Please join me in welcoming the salutatorian for the class of 2017, Samantha Carrillo.
Mrs. Labosco, Board of Education members, Dr. Parent, members of the Passaic County Board of Chosen Freeholders, administration, family, friends, family, especially parents. Today, you set us forth in the real world. So you should either be really happy or really scared. And the class of 2017, the last class of the 90s, and the last class of the good kind of millennials. So why choose PCTI? Well, simply put, PCTI had a level of diversity that is hard to find anywhere else. Students with amazing gifts and talents in just about any category you can think of, from incredible dancing performances to challenging medical competitions. Oh, and of course, this is the only school I knew that had a restaurant inside of it. Freshman year, do you remember? There were too many misconceptions. For instance, I thought it would be a bit like High School Musical, sort of fun and happy with those stereotypical cliques you see in any teen movie, and perhaps a little singing and dancing. Well, I couldn't do either, but I was able to get the morning national anthem and gym class every single day. I found out early on that the athletic life did not choose me. Apparently, I was way too optimistic back then. For some reason, I thought I would become a cooler, more mature person as the years passed by. As I stand before you today, you're probably wondering where I went wrong. Before you know it, sophomore year arrived. This is where we kind of settled down and found our niches, where we started to recognize what our passions really were, where we really fine-tuned our procrastination skills, where we took roles in the clubs and activities we love, where we learned that the PSAT score does actually count for something. Junior year, I cannot really describe the stress of SATs, ACTs, and the beginning of the college process, mostly because if I did, I would be censored, so we'll leave it there. This year, like most of you, I discovered the wonderful cure that is senioritis, going on field trips for the freedom, getting the license to drive to school in your awesome cars, and winking at wonderstruck teachers walking by, seeing the extremely creative yet questionable costumes during senior week, pretending that you did not dance that way at prom, pretending you will not miss your teachers and classmates, but we all know you will make frequent checkups on Facebook in the years to come, gaining a new level of respect from adults because now you are. Which brings me to the present. I know for my parents, and especially for any of you who will be dorming next year, you're afraid of what we're going to do with all this newfound freedom. But do not worry, I promise we will make all the right decisions. Remember that love grows stronger with distance. Nonetheless, all in all, I do not think any of us would be the people we are today without the experiences, friends, and teachers we have had at PCTI. I would like to personally thank my teachers, counselors, and mentors for guiding me along the way. To my lovely friends, thanks for keeping me sane and listening to my random thoughts. To my shop, Criminal Justice, I'm honestly extremely happy to have met such smart and funny people. To the humble mock trial, there is no greater satisfaction to be part of such a wonderful team. To my parents for making so many sacrifices and for teaching me to put my education first. And to my sister, Miami, for making a fake college rejection letter in marker for me. You could have done a better job. Why did we dominate in sports, win championships, gain so many academic achievements, compete in contests, or participate in school events? And why did I write this speech? Well, I did it because there was an awesome meal at Shea Tech involved, and I will never put down free food. But seriously, we as a class accomplished all of this because, as Steve Jobs said, we stayed hungry. No matter how many failures or setbacks we faced, we always chased our dreams and sought the next level, hungry for success and hungry for results. Congratulations, class of 2017. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha. I couldn't have said it better myself. I am Alyssa Dobles, the secretary for the class of 2017.
And I'm Nicole Tejada, treasurer for the class of 2017.
It is our honor to present at this time our co-valedictorians.
This year, we have two outstanding young men that have earned this very sought-out position.
PCTI's 2017 first co-class valedictorian, Nirav Kinkabwala, is a timid mathematical and technological wizard from the Academy of Information Technology. It is his keen measure of self-awareness, deep commitment, and tireless ambition that has allowed him to succeed, earning him the esteemed #1 spot in the class of 2017 with an extraordinary GPA of 4.63. Our valedictorian has opted to take the most rigorous course load available to him while also challenging himself with college-level courses. With high achievements in both AP and honor courses, he will be leaving PCTI with an impressive 18 college credits. Even with his already full workload, he has chosen to further his opportunities by preparing for the CompTIA security exam, with the goal of becoming certified before entering college, giving him a unique edge in his field. As if his amazing grades were not enough, he has been involved in numerous activities here at PCTI, which include FBLA, Skills USA, and Erase. Within these organizations, Nirav has shown true pride, passion, and competitive skill, as he competed and placed second in FBLA at the regional level and first in the Skills USA state-level competition. In the fall, he will be attending the Honors College at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. He will be pursuing a double major in mathematics and computer science, with an emphasis on cybersecurity and analytics. His ultimate goal is to protect the world in the digital age.
Now, it is my honor to present our second valedictorian, Kishan Rana. It is his perseverance, wicked charm, and ability to face a challenge head-on that has allowed him to succeed, earning him the #1 spot in the class of 2017 with an incredibly impressive GPA of 4.63. This valedictorian has opted to take the most rigorous courses presented to him while also challenging himself with multiple college-level courses. With high achievements in both AP and honors courses, he will be leaving PCTI with an impressive 38 college credits. He has received Principal's Honor Roll throughout his 4 years here at Tech and has been selected as a member of PCTI's Freshman Foundation for Success, Circle of Success, Boys State, National Honor Society, World Language Honor Society, and Rho Kappa. As if his grades were not enough to place him at the top of a class of almost 800 students, Kishan has been involved in countless activities here at PCTI, which include, but are not limited to, FBLA and Erase. Kishan has also participated on the boys volleyball team throughout high school. He has also contributed in the development of a business plan for a PCTI food truck, resulting in co-op opportunities for culinary arts students. Kishan, apart from the academics and extracurriculars, also makes sure to give back to the community by volunteering at places like the Liberty Science Center and partaking in numerous charity walks. He is also a math tutor at Montclair Learning Center and works as a bank teller at First Jersey Credit Union. In the fall, he will be attending Montclair State University. He will be pursuing a combined Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Accounting. His ultimate goal is to earn a certified public accounting degree and work as a CPA in New York City.
At this time, we are very pleased and proud to announce the co-class valedictorians of 2017, Nirav Kinkabwala and Kishan Rana.
Mrs. Labasco, Board of Education members, Dr. Parent, members of the Passaic County Board of Chosen Freeholders, administration, graduates of the class of 2017, parents, family, and friends. Good evening. My name is Nirav Kinkabwala.
And I am Kishan Rana.
And we are the co-valedictorians for the class of 2017.
Valedictorian, the title given to a student with the highest academic achievements of the class. A simple name for a word with such a complex connotation. When someone hears valedictorian, a million ideas immediately come to their head. They think of someone that uses big words such as quintessential, rambunctious, and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. A student who has worked tremendously hard all 4 years, studying day and night to maintain high grades. Someone who serves as the best academic role model to others, conveying a sense of dignity, time management, and sacrifice. But as some of you know, that isn't exactly who I am, or should I say, who we are.
Now, I know what everyone is thinking right now. Why are there two of us up here? Ironically enough, Keyshawn and I ended up with the difference of 1/1000th between our GPAs. For those of you that didn't pay attention in math class, that's .001. Essentially ending up with a tie, everyone expected us to be against the idea of co-valedictorians, that the spotlight we had worked so hard for was now being shared. But in our rapidly changing world, it seemed only appropriate that PCTI has such unconventional valedictorians to represent the class of 2017. The title comes with many responsibilities and stereotypes, ones that have followed us, both of us, throughout high school. From students expecting us to know the answer to every random question they ask us, to teachers expecting work that rivals the quality of Picasso and Einstein, we can both proudly say that we did not always live up to what was expected of us.
Let me tell you, the burden of being valedictorian is not an easy one to bear. From having to attend countless luncheons and breakfasts, say thank you at least 10 times a day to people congratulating us, and even delivering the speech to an audience who probably isn't even listening. I'm happy to say that I've had Nirav with me to experience it all. Support is essential in any aspect of life, no matter how big or small. I never would have achieved my status as valedictorian without the constant support of all of those around me, and my success will not be satisfying until I acknowledge everyone who has helped me on my way up. First off, I'd like to thank Mrs. Mayello and her public speaking class for giving me both the courage and the skills to speak to all of you today. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have skipped graduation, stressing about giving the speech. And now, I like to flash back to freshman year when the ranks first came out on Naviance. I remember being all excited going home, waiting to tell my parents I was ranked number 2 in all of the freshman class, expecting a big hug. I tell my parents my rank, and I met with the stark answer of why. Why was I number 2 and not number 1? Before you immediately label my parents as harsh and uncaring, you have to understand the role that they play in my life. My parents have always provided me with everything I have needed to succeed. Unconditional love, criticism, to remind me there's always room to improve, and good food. They've motivated me beyond comparison, always pushing me to be the best that I can be. I cannot stress to you how many times my dad has said, "Work hard now so you don't have to later." But it's extremely true. My parents have become my greatest motivation, the constant reminder of what hard work can lead to. Without them and their love, I literally would not be standing here today. Mom and Dad, you both completed the American dream, and I am the living testament to that. I can never thank you enough for everything you've done for me. Thank you to my brother for always being the person I can turn to for advice. No one knows more about me than my brother, from bragging about my success to complaining about my problems. He's become the person I turn to for all of life's daily struggles. He always makes sure to be the voice of reason, vouching for me when Mom and Dad are being unreasonable, or keeping me in check when I'm being unreasonable. Thank you to my grandparents for spoiling and babying me endlessly and always taking care of me. Thank you to all my cousins, who I see as my brothers and sisters, for always making sure I've enjoyed the past 4 years, for making sure I'm taking breaks from studying and relaxing every now and again, and for preparing my liver for the demands of college. To my aunts and uncles, for acting as my second parents and always giving me endless love and guidance. To my teachers, counselors, and the rest of faculty, for impacting me in the classroom and shaping me into the person I am today. And finally, to all my best friends, for keeping me sane over the past 4 years, lending meaningful support in times of need, and for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. The late night FaceTime calls, spontaneous trips to Taco Bell, and nights we probably don't even remember will always hold a special place in my heart. And none of those memories would have been made without my decision to go to PCTI.
After 4 years of routinely coming to school, you might not realize that PCTI is a very special place to attend high school. As a vocational school the size of a college campus, there's always someone new to meet or something interesting to do within the school. Over the past 4 years, I've grown extremely fond of the place that has become my second home. Despite the terrible lunches, rooms that swelter in the absence of air conditioning, and classes with endless amounts of work, the memories I've made and the friendships I've forged will always be at the forefront of my high school memories. PCTI offers an environment where one can truly be themselves and provides a climate ripe for self-expression. Our campus is rich in diversity, something quite uncommon in most areas of our country. This diversity is reflected in the unique shops at our school, which has allowed each of us to learn and grow individually. However, 4 years ago, even I couldn't see this clearly. Although it may not seem like it, my decision to attend PCTI was a monumental one in my life. it proved to be one path of a crossroads in my life. On this day, when we usually talk about success, I'd like to speak about failure and mistakes. More specifically, I want to talk about my own failures. You might be thinking, how can he possibly know anything about failure? He's literally tied for the highest GPA in the school. Well, I'd like to believe that it's my failures that got me here in the first place. Today, I'd like to tell you about the best and worst decision of my life. Let's take it back to middle school, where I had big dreams and aspirations, like almost all of my peers. At that age, I truly believed the sky was the limit for me, and my impressive middle school academic achievements made me believe I was destined for great things. I was heavily encouraged to apply and join an organization called NJ Seeds, where I was lucky to have access to academic resources, bright peers, and much-needed guidance. However, the only thing clear to me was that I worked for 2 years with extra schooling and more work, an idea that my 12-year-old self hated and that took years of maturity to appreciate. From classes on the weekends to extra homework on the weekdays, I felt miserable watching the freedom my friends had from the preteen prison of work that had been created for me. However, all of my efforts were aimed at acceptance into a private boarding school for my secondary education, a goal which, after considerable effort, I did accomplish. I had an out. I could escape the academic prison. I was free. It would have been like college, but 4 years earlier. When it came time to pull the trigger and go away, I hesitated. I had just invested 2 years of my childhood believing I was swamped with work for one goal, but out of a fear of failure and an uncertainty for the future, I decided against running off to boarding school and instead came here. In my first weeks at PCTI, I quietly beat myself up for letting such a rare opportunity slip by. I could have lived the schoolboy dream to get away from home and be independent. In the middle of my bout with self-pity, I was incapable of realizing what I had gained by coming to PCTI. I asked myself, who knows what I could have done if I had just gone? What could have I accomplished? I felt as if my years of work had culminated in nothing. I assumed I had made the worst mistake of my life. My sky-high middle school days were over. I was mentally grounded. I picked one path on this crossroads in my life, but I spent my time walking on this path, wishing I had picked the other. I now realize that this major setback I felt early on in my high school career was what allowed me to be as successful as possible at PCTI. 4 years ago, I let my fear of failure get in the way of my success, and it took 4 influential years here to make me realize that I should have embraced that fear long ago. In being scared to mess up, I held myself back from my own potential, and I used to regret doing so. Now, I've learned to live with the decisions I make and adapt to obstacles instead of avoiding them. I've told you this mistake, one that I've personally made in my life as an attempt to get you, my friends and peers, to embrace failure as a tool, not as something to avoid. So, don't let your slip-ups discourage you from taking risks as they did to me. In 2013, I thought that attending PCTI was the worst decision I could have made. Fast forward a few eye-opening years, and I now consider it the best.
PCTI is a high school filled with multitudes of talent and individuality, always allowing me to be above all else myself. The one question I was asked the most in my time here at PCTI is how I managed to do it. How did I participate in clubs and sports, work and volunteer outside of school, and maintain high grades, all while still having a social life? Although it entailed a lot of sleepless nights, the following quote from Tom Petty, an American musician, best describes my approach to high school. I've learned one thing. That's to quit worrying about the stupid and little things. You have 4 years to be irresponsible here and make memories. Relax. Work is for people with jobs. You'll mostly forget about class time, but you'll always remember the time you wasted hanging out with your friends. So stay out late. Go out with your friends on a Tuesday when you have a test on Wednesday. Spend money you don't have. The work and stress never ends, but high school does. And with that, I'd like to impart some advice to aid you all in your future endeavors. Now, why should you listen to me? I speak not as an advisor, but as a friend, seeking out the best for each and every one of you. Although I myself still have a lot to learn, I speak from my mind and from my heart, offering knowledge and advice drawn from my experiences over the last 4 years. Education is of paramount importance, and I've always placed it at the forefront of my life. But to enjoy education and to truly learn the lessons it offers to teach, you must be able to make education your own. In every aspect of life, you must make sure that your aspirations and work reflect who you are as a person. As each of us parts ways, going on to serve the country, navigate college life, or enter the workforce, we must use our experiences and knowledge to create a meaningful and lasting impression on the world. All throughout my high school career, I made sure to above all be myself. Yes, I got good grades, but I also joked around in class, did stupid things with my friends, and always procrastinated to the last minute. But that was what worked for me, and I challenge each and every one of you to find a lifestyle that works for you. These next several years are the ones where we truly find ourselves, where we start getting the independence we've desired for so long. We are in control of our own destinies, and I hope we all make the prudent decisions that lead to success, as we truly are the doctors, plumbers, actors, athletes, engineers, and analysts of the future.
The combined potential of our class has me optimistic for the future. There's no doubt that our 4 years of PCTI have made us the capable young men and women that are here today. I've been part of one of the most diverse and talented high school student bodies in the country, and I'm happy to say that I have even bigger dreams and aspirations than I once did. I see that no matter what paths we choose in our lives, we will be as successful as we allow ourselves to be. Like this speech, I'm not perfect, and I no longer want to be, because no matter where we go after today, life is what we make of it, flaws and all. It's the failures in our lives that build the character, resilience, and excellence that we as students are known for, and it's the flaws in ourselves that make us so unique and diverse. Never forget the importance of being yourself, the value in failing and learning from those failures, and the necessity of leading an authentic life. Existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre tells us that essentially, we're alone, abandoned on earth in the midst of infinite responsibilities. We have no other purpose than the one we set ourselves, no other destiny than the one we forge, and that couldn't be more true today.
These past 4 years have shaped all of us into the men and women that are graduating here today. But the journey lies in the real world, where we will be tasked with being able to constantly grow and change. In the world we live in today, there are infinite variables. The social, political, and economic conditions of our society will continuously change. However, the one thing that should remain constant is our will to succeed and our ability to stay true to ourselves. Don't ever let anyone, no matter how high in status, tell you what you can and cannot do. And above all, stay true to yourself and ideals that you stand for. Now, we have no way of making sure you actually listen to our advice or even actually listen to the speech itself. But we want to give you something to talk about, something to remember, something that will always come to symbolize the message we are trying to convey today. Yeah, they hate, but we're done though. And when it's time to study, they a no-show. Yeah, we're smart, but we're loco. No hall sweeps, I'm going slow-mo. Ayo parent, where the spirit days? Ayo tech, where the snow days? Them other schools, they a dub though. Them bulldogs, you don't know, bro. We got Chromebooks by the boatload. Got no tech, we're on, that's a no-no. All my peers dressed in that polo. We got khakis on, that's the dress code. The board wrote me up, that's a low blow. Easton got me weak with his morning joke. I need a parking pass, not a bus though. Trying to take my time, never late though. But they told me ignore it, keep on learning though. Just keep on grinding, you need to study bro. ID on invisible above the waist. The students violate, they got detention slips. And we walking 0 to 100 quick. When there's discipline, we ain't messing with. Yeah, we work a lot of shifts. And still pay for college on our scholarships. Ooh. 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 These haters on our body, shake them off. Ooh. Ooh. These haters on our body, shake them off. Ooh. Ooh. These haters on our body, shake them off. We can never lose what they thought. We can never lose what they thought. This cap we about to toss. This cap we about to toss. We can never lose what they thought. And tech gotta unlock, man, of course.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank you, Keishan and Narav, for those heartfelt and encouraging words and that amazing performance. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Tanea Bascom and the Tectone Choir, Mr. Jose Martinez and the vocal students, and Mrs. Laura Martin and the Sign Language Club, who will lead the senior class in singing the class song, Stand By Me.
Stand by me.
Thank you, choir, vocal students, sign language club members, advisors, and seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Chief School Administrator, Mrs. Diana C. Labasco.
Members of the Board of Education, Board of Chosen Freeholders, administration, faculty, honored guests, proud family, relatives, friends, and of course, our great graduating class of 2017. I welcome you to the 2017 commencement of Passaic County Technical Institute. Tonight, I'd like to thank our special guests and dignitaries who are joining us to celebrate this memorable evening. Through the support of our dedicated Board of Education and Passaic County Freeholder Board, our outstanding programs are able to succeed and continue to flourish. I'd like to introduce you to our Board of Education, Board President Albert Alexander, Board Vice President Damaris Solomon, Board Commissioner Glenn Brown, and Board Commissioner Michael Kasha. Also joining us this evening are members of our Passaic County Freeholder Board, Freeholder Director Cassandra Sandy Lazara, and Freeholder Deputy Director Bruce James. County Administrator Anthony DeNova, and Deputy County Administrator Matthew Jordan. Commencement Day is the most significant and inspiring day of the entire school year. And this day, ladies and gentlemen of the 2017 graduating class, is yours. It is a day that will dramatically change the course of your lives, for today, you move into adulthood. We all learned that each and every day is very precious. Each day of life, of work, of love is a gift that we must never take for granted. I look at the graduates sitting before me and I see greatness. You are the stars of tomorrow. You are the people who will shape our future. As graduates, you have already proven you can achieve important goals. Now it is time to go forward and fulfill your dreams. Set new goals and never settle for less than what you can achieve. It takes every person's story to create history. Your life will help determine the course of history. You may think you don't have much of an impact, but you do. Every action you take will reflect in someone else's life, someone else's decisions, someone else's future. I hope as you leave here tonight, you will realize the power you have every day to change the world around you by your decisions, your choices, and your actions. Graduates always remain true to the American ideals of freedom, of justice, of love, of peace, and never quit because the work is difficult. Never, never let others be the masters of your lives or your futures. Take personal responsibility for yourself, and you will enjoy the benefits of the American dream. Regardless of where we come from or the differences in our names, we are one family. We are brothers and sisters who share a way of living, a life of love that is by the people and for the people, one that will not perish from this earth as long as we stand together as members of our great country and members of the human race. Remember, we can conquer with love, therefore I challenge you to go forth and love your neighbor. We can conquer with faith, therefore I challenge you to believe in America, the land of opportunity. We can conquer with peace, therefore I challenge you to hold peace in your hearts, for if we free ourselves from hate, from fear, from conflict, you, my young men and women, will become the heroes of tomorrow. God bless America and the graduating class of 2017.
Thank you, Mrs. Labasco. At this time, I'd like to introduce someone very special to the class of 2017. We know him as Dr. P and the most popular bulldog on Twitter, Dr. Michael Parent.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Alexander, Ms. Solomon, Commissioners of the Board of Education, Freeholders, Ms. Labasco, building administration, teachers, parents, friends, and the beautiful class of 2017. So tonight I'll be very brief with you. We've had a lot of talks, so you don't need to hear too much more, except I need to say something before you go. I thank all of you for all that you have given to PCTI. You've contributed to the legacy, the traditions, and the pride of this great and incredible school. Before you leave for a lifetime of great success and good fortune, I ask you to remember really just 5 simple things. First, remember to live a life of integrity. Do the right thing for the right reasons, always. The life you lead and how you treat yourself and your world will serve as your lasting impression on everyone. Second, remember that as an educated man or woman, you have now an obligation to the millions of children and societies around the world who suffer in poverty, war, hunger, and under the rule of tyranny. Just to make the world freer and more fulfilling. That is your goal. Your life has been fulfilling. Please pass it on. Third, you must think and act like a well-educated and privileged adult. Education and good deeds are the only salvation for our world. Fourth, I ask that you remember those classmates, and please stand, who have elected to serve in the United States Armed Forces. Pray for their safety, their families, and always honor them. Thank you. Graduates, you owe them a debt of gratitude because your customs, your comforts will depend on their courage. And finally, most importantly, live a healthy and laughter-filled life. Make people smile. Offer them blessings and care for the precious life you have been granted. In closing, I know tonight you'll leave here and live a virtuous life, I have no doubt. Take comfort in knowing that the world will fall in love with you just as we have fallen in love with you. Congratulations to the class of 2017. I am now absolutely honored to introduce to you a woman who is a former educator and now serves the county community as the Passaic County Freeholder Director. Please welcome Ms. Cassandra Lazara.
Thank you, everyone. Superintendent Labasco, Dr. Parent, staff, commissioners, my colleagues on the Freeholder Board, distinguished guests, parents, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. I am so happy to be here to celebrate the Passaic County Tech graduating class of 2017. As I look around this crowd and I see all these beautiful faces, these smiling eyes, I can feel the pride that every single one of you has tonight, and you should be proud. You should be proud of the graduates who are graduating tonight. And I'm sure you have, parents, one thought on your mind. How did my baby get to this point where they are graduating from high school? When my own children graduated high school, I had that same thought. So time is fleeting. Take a deep breath. Take in your surroundings. Commit this time and place to memory because it is a great milestone in your lives. You are taking the next step in your life's journey. A step into adulthood, a step into an active role in our society, and a step into a new and exciting chapter of your own lives. Take this time to reflect. Not one of you got to this achievement on your own. Parents nurtured and provided for you. Teachers imparted knowledge on you. Family supported your endeavors. And friends enriched your life. Your graduation this evening is a collective accomplishment. Now, to the graduates. Not to be a teacher again, but I'm going to make a little analogy here. I'm going to tell you a short story, and then I am going to connect it to your lives and to your graduation today. It's a story about a turtle on a fence post. Now picture this in your mind. There's an old farmer walking down a dirt road, and post after post he passes, until he comes upon a post. And on top of that post, which is about this high, is a turtle. Well, of course, you can think, what the heck? How did that turtle get on top of that fence post? He found it to be the strangest thing ever. And when you think about that, how did that turtle get on that fence post? He couldn't have done it by himself. He had to have someone help him get there. We all know it didn't get there by itself. The turtle needed help getting that high off the ground. We're all like that turtle on the fence post, because where we sit and where we stand today is because of the other people in our lives that helped us get to where we are. The other part of this analogy is, how did that turtle get off that fence post? He was going to need help getting down. It was a challenge. And sometimes in life, we are going to meet people who have challenges, who need a little help, who need a helping hand. As you begin this new chapter in your life, think about that turtle that got stuck on that fence post. Put yourself in that place. Think about the vulnerability. How would you get down? How would you help someone else get down? Think about how you treat people. Think about how you treat someone who might be different than you. How you carry yourself. Are you helping others when you see them in need? When they are vulnerable? When they are being ridiculed or ostracized? Think about being stuck on that fence post and needing help getting down. Are you doing all you can to live a good life where you treat other people with dignity and respect, regardless of their race, their ethnicity, their gender, or their religion? Are you sure that if a person you knew walked by you stuck on that fence post, that they would help you get down? Never forget, you need to lend and extend a hand to other people to help them get over and off that fence post. Our nation, as we all know, is at a crossroads. The news is filled too often with violence, with despair, and way too often with hate. Use the skills and education you received here at PCTI to change that narrative. One voice becomes two. Two voices become three. Three voices become several. Several voices become many, and so on. But it must start with one. Be that voice of positivity. Be that person that aids the turtle on the post. And have no doubt that you will be aided by others as well. In closing, I would like to say, God bless all of you. God bless our nation. And may God bless and watch over the class of 2017. Thank you.
And we'd like to bring Ms. Labasco back up on stage.
Mr. Alexander, President of the Board of Education, I certify that the class of 2017 has successfully completed the requirements for high school graduation. I proudly present to you the class of 2017.
Thank you, Mrs. Labasco. On behalf of the Board of Education, I accept the class of 2017 and extend to every graduate my sincere congratulations and best wishes for the future. Go. Thank you very much.
Tiamara Ellen. Ann Pino. Alyssa Dobles. Grace Kazam. Nicole Tejada. Samantha Carrillo. Narav Kinkabwala. Keyshawn Rana.
Hello. All right. And now our graduates from the School of Applied Technology, Kyle Akapana. Alex Akari. Leandro Almonte. Kelvin Ascato. Dylan Boudier. Kevin Kabarkis. Eldad Cano. Ronnie Carvajal. JC Chevalier. Adiba Chowdhury. Diego De Leon. Jerry De Jesus Rodriguez. Zachary Dunn. Ioni Frijas. Nicholas Galuzzo. Genesis Gill. Jason Hernandez. Walik Huffin. Greg Iwanicki. Waleed Khan. Sarah Cognac. Alessandra Lentini. Jamsey Lopez. Vincent Mariani. Andre Matos. Joshua Montesino. John Morales. Anthony Napolitano. Nazir Nichols. Tyler Reed. Eric Reyes. Ismael Rivas. Antonio Rosario. Yersi Santana. Dorim Shahini. Matthew Torregrossa. Hector Torres. Brian Tortos. Natalie Vargas. Janaya Ward. Adonis Will. Jameer Wilson. Corey Womack.
From the School of Construction Technology, Ryu Askew. Jency Bernard. Sandy Bernard. James Rodney Bethia. Michael Bodie. John Bratt. DeAndre Buckner. Diego Baratica. Ronaldo Cedrone. Mauricio Clace. Pedro Condori. Derek Quavers. Joseph Del Forno. Christian Delgado. Alfredo Diaz. Corey Dollar. Ryu Espinoza. Andrew Farrow. Lenny Fial. Justin Philippe. James Fong. Freddie Franco. Clarence Freeman. Brian Gilligan Jr. Adrian Hanna. Amato Herrera. Kevin Herrera. Tyler Hewitt. Cameron Hinton. Zarif Jose. Louis Izaguirre. Razir Jones. Michael Josephs. Albanellis Lugo. Nicholas McFarland Bogert. Angel Martinez. Golem Marzan. Cesar Medina Jr. J.L. Mendez. Justin Myers. Stephen Machaca. Mohammed. Brian Nieves. Remy Nova. Kenneth Ortega. Kenny Ortega. Angelica Parenta. Zachary Paria. Jose Perez Cruz. Roandi Perez. Wendell Pfeiffer. Austin Post. Mohammed Rimu. Brandon Rios. Elijah Robles. Amado Rodriguez. Afsar Sadie. Antonio Sanchez. Jeremy Segura. Hamza Shika. Jonahel Silva. Frank Tandarella. Juliana Tolarico. Brandon Torres. Raimundo Valencia. Dante Valadares. Andrew Vanderweel. Harry Vargas. Sean Wagner.
And now, the Academy of Medical Arts. Asma Abu Awad. Dua Abu Faris. Riman Abarumi. Anud Alatiat. Noshin Ali. Vanessa Apaza. Natalie Apalaya. Vanessa Arias. Waleed Asaf. Jeremy A. Lon. Albana Bakhtiri. Hallie Balevsky. Raquel Cabrera. That's funny. Destiny Callow. Yesenia Camano. Shayna Carter. Lisbeth Castillo Hernandez. Leslie Castillo Jimenez. Catherine Chaveria. Vanessa Chira. Ashley Cody. Maria Coniel. Robert Daniel. Tala Tifala. Renzovic Escobedo. Ethel Florencio. Wilma Francisco. Ramona Fraser, Ashley Gale, Helen Gonzalez, Aileen Gonzalez, Kevin Gonzalez, Celine Guillermo, Tarhan Halim, Jessica Henriquez, San Hernandez Burgos, Marian Herbias, Nigel Hodge, Carly and Sarah, Karina Jimenez, Azaria Johnson, Jaleel Jones, Gabriella Unavich, Amira Katri, Renato Latour, Tatijah Latson, Lene Lee, Derek Leon, Yao Ming Yao Lu, Yesenia Liz, Stephanie Lopez, Michaela Magna, Mariana Malave, Ashley Mangarella, Diego Martinez, Nicole Martinez, Evelyn Matai, Valentina Mejia, Miriam Mercedes, Stephanie Manaya, Jessica Moreno, Jaslyn Mosquera, Doritza Munoz, Rayan Murtada, Pooja Nahar, Magdalene Nasser, Jessica Ortiz, Maria Pena, Julie Quinones, Imperatriz Rengifo Perez, Nicole Rodriguez Ozuna, Luciani Rodriguez, Melanie Rolon, Ricardo Ruesta, Yasmin Salam, Ibrahim Salman, Alyssa Sanchez, Joniel Santiago, Faith Serrano, Manan Shah, Amani Samroot, Sarah Shannon, Pauline Showman, Ria Sadiq, Kevin Silva, Alexei Strekalov, Felice Suleimani, Yenny Tavares, Michelle Torres, Stephanie Trejo, Humaira Udin, Christopher Vargas, George Vega, Ashley Zarate, Yasmin Zirban, Kendra Zuniga, Patricia Zabora.
From the School of Communication Arts, Ihab Abu Faraj, Gianni Acosta, Elijah Actable, Marissa Autozone, Caitlin Imar, Delvin Blackman, Jairus Bostic, Kaylee Brady, Amani Brooks, Craig Brown, Justin Camacho, Michelle Lee Reno, Giovanna Caratazzolo, Antonio Chang, Sophia Charavino, William Clavijo, Kelsey Cohen, Hector Colon, Teron Davis, Maria de la Cruz, Rafael Disla, Dior Dolman, Abdul El Reis, Crystal Estrella, Adrian Garcia, Jorge Gawanaga, Timothy Guerrero, Alyssa Hamlet, Nicole Harris, Olivia Heath, Miguel Iglesias, Justin Iribarren, Jaquan Kennedy, Jody Ann Leslie, Michael Lesniowski, Jaylene Lyde, Joanna Yamosas, Kimberly Lopez, Daniel Laura, Alessandro Martinez, Joseph Matos, Sadira McCollum, Anthony Montesinos, Jason Morales, Janae Moultrie, Natrell Nichols, Isaac Nitro, Renee Nunez, Juan Ocasio, Anthony Pagan, Megan Pehor, Christopher Pajuelo, Ricavia Palmer, Damian Perez, Lori Perez, Stephanie Perlesh, Christian Prelick, Bruce Puel, Sergio Pujols, Xavier Reeves, Eric Rodriguez, Justin Roman, Noah Rosa, Eric Rosas, Evering Ruiz, Francisco Santana, Hunter Smith, Amanda Tabaris, Carlos Taborda, Crystal Tapali, Fabiola Den, Nakaja Tobias, Jaylee Torres, Shaquille Uden, Emily Ulario, Celso Ventura III, Melissa Villafana, Carter Warren, Nazir Watkins, Tyrese Watkins, Courtney White, Leah Woods, Kaylin Zulu,
from the School of Performing Arts, Demi Acevedo, Anthony Aguilera, Emily Alba Gil, Alexander Alvarez, Christiana Arancibia, Nige Bailey, Kayla Barrelari, Kiana Bryant, Maria Bueno, Pedro Cabrera, Gabriela Carrizo, Vanya Castillo, Thomas Comer, Grace Diaz, Lydia Drybushar, Shayla Feliciano, Jada Fernandez, Julia Foudy, Kamani Franklin, Anaya Gass, dancer extraordinaire, Ruperto Jimenez, Amy Jimenez, Nikayla Lawson, Michael Lozano, Justin Martinez, Alana Matos, Quashira Mohammed, Lumaisha Norris, Jaylene Nunez, Olivia Ordonez Abad, Eric Pagilligan, Amanda Reiner, Luisa Restrepo, Marcos Rivera, Brandon Robles, Zonales Sandoval, Karen Santana, Alexandra Siulich, Genesis Tahana. Tried to fool me. Imani Thomas, Melanie Tischler, Adrian Trevejo, Hardwick Vasquez, Ileana Vizcarrondo, Kiana Walton, Mariah White, Ayana Young, Thomas Sobala.
From the School of Business, Stephanie Abreu, Wendy Alfaro, Shamad Ali, Saeed Ali, Saif Amar, Michelle Arango, Wakidia Arias, Brian Astacio, Diana Bravo, Julian Briggs, Anya Burgos, Latanya Burgos, Veronica Chira, Shane Coley, Amber Connor, Colleen Costello, Marcellus Crespo, Giselle Cruz, Kelly Ann Dahlhaus, Sierra de la Cruz, Alan Diaz, Cleary Dominguez, Dejanice Martin, Dominique Glover Wilson, Jennifer Gomez, Migdalia Gonzalez, Angie Gonzalez, Janelle Gonzalez, Natalie Gonzalez, Zion Hand, Beatrice Hernandez, Janelle Hernandez, Gisleni Hisiano, Ephraim LaFontaine, Lissandra Lopez, Melissa Lopez, Lillian Malaki, Darylyn Manuel, Nina Martin. Julissa Martinez. Melanie Martinez. Pedro Mejia. Felix Mello. Kimberly Mizone. Mustafis Mohosin. Odrin Mora. Tanasia Morales. Kwamir Mosley. Shannon O'Leary. Joseph Nieves. Kento Nakui. Kiara Paulino. Dayanara Pena. Joselina Pena. Renee Ponce de Leon. Michelle Ramos. Maya Reyna. Zanaya Rich. Latrell Rodriguez. David Romero. Ronald Ruiz Jr. Mark Ruiz. Crystal Salcedo. Kaylin Soto. Johan Tavares. Richard Vargas. Jahir Williams. Mohammed Yonis. Niacha Hill.
The Academy of Criminal Justice, Alquan Alexander. Ali Adel. Muhammad Ali. Genesis Alvario. Azai Anderson. Anthony Jr. J. Dean Barr. Kaya Barrett. Gabrielle Bartnick. Abigail Bello. Alexa Brost. Darius Brown. Destiny Bryant. Tia Campbell. Javier Galera. Angela Cardillo. Jaden Cooper. Alexis Costa. Aldo Crespo. Adriana Cruz. Andrew D'Amato. Diana Dinate. Danny Dominguez. Marifel Duran. Miguel Espinal. Erica Figueroa. Janelle Gonzalez. That's okay. Jasenia Gonzalez. Javier Guzman. Roani Jimenez. Elijah Johnson. Rona Khalifa. Benjamin Ligas. Gazelle Lazon. Ali Manrique. Brianna Martinez. Kimberly Martinez. Azir McGuire. Alzaya Crystal Mejia. Claudia Mesa. Caitlin Missonelli. Faith Manji. Catherine Morales. Leslie Munoz. Arlie Navarro. Odha Kalsi Natalia. Alexander Ortega. Franny Perez. Chanel Pamelas. What is it? Isaiah Powell. Prisbala Christian. Carmen Ramirez. Dina Lixie Ramirez. Cameron Ramos. Rodrigo Rivas. Jennifer Rodriguez Rosario. Laura Rosario. Destiny Ruiz. Melanie Sanchez. Sarah Shanley. Max Skelly. Brian Smith. Anthony Tahita. Adrian Vargas. Jocelyn Vega. Carla Valerdi. Imani Wade. Marianne William. Luis Zanejas. Yesenemia Zainu. Steven Zavaleski.
From the Academy of Information Technology, Iqbal Ahmad. Jarul Alom. Andres Barba. Daniel Blanco. Moin Banglavala. Walia Cabello. Zora Carter. Michael Castello. Ziana Cordova. Desiree de la Hoz. Brian Espinel. Randy Esterella. Ankit Gandhi. Charles Gill. Dimitri Gonzalez. Michael Guyan. Miguel Inoa. Luis George. Miguel Jerez. Muhammad Katao. Kevin Kessler. Inan Khan. Salma Kururi. Sumaya Lawton. Hana Mazur. Kevin Masfeno. Kiyoshi Matthews. Gabrielle Messianis. Danny Mendez. Christopher Manaya. Brian Nelson. Victor Noah. Andrew Ocasio. Drew Palmer. Bob Patel. Brandon Pena. John Carlos Perdomo. Christopher Perez. Congratulations. Mark Perez. Raymond Polanco. Wilfredo Polanco. Troy Brunes. Salmadur Rahman. Tuhar Rahman. Himanshu Rana. Tiffany Richard. Rebecca Reyes. Matthew Rivas. Giselle Rivera. Kimberly Rivera. Nabadeep Roy. Michelle Ruiz. Raik Sanchez. Jose Santiago. Zoel Santos. Roger Seminorio. Javier Serra. Denia Thomas. Jonathan Villa. Gabriel Veras. Alejandro Viana.
School of Engineering. Alan Aguilar. Hamara Ahmed. Helmi Aldrich. Aziz Abdul. Scott Borman. Will Caraballo. Ahmed Elkobi. Dylan Flores. Sullivan McKnight Garcia. Jahara Shalisa. Shabir Khan. Renee Edward Kakvik. Nicholas Lepold. Michael Martinez Valdalis. Christopher Medina. I'm trying, guys. Christopher Menendez. Abukar Musa. Michael Perez. Jervon Rana. Jason Rodriguez. Kyle Rojas. Robert Safer. Esteban Salazar. Gregory Sardu. Jay Scully. Jose Serra. Rahan Sufan. Christopher Valencia. Melody Vasquez. Jason Velasquez. Dragana Verosnik. Japul Jaskar.
From the School of Cosmetology, Crystal Alva. Lorraine Aranda. Keisha Barnes. Ithamar Cedano. Amber Cordero. Jasmina Dimitrovsky. Isabella Formentine. Sharon Gomez. Brittany Hall. Shyla Hassan. Danisha Jacobs. Ashley Jourdain. Brittany Lopez. Julia Lopez. Deanna Lowry. Victoria Lukowska. Alexandra Matos Castillo. Alexa Mazzacoli. Nigeria Minkins. Aisha Pacheco. Crystal Rabassa. Kayla Ramos. Manisha Saran. Cynthia Sepulveda. Carla Tavares. Sabria Thomas. Shania Welcho. Achaya Williams.
From the School of Education, Marianne Amar. Jaylene Angon. Ashley Blanco. Laura Carrillo. Shaylin Cassini. Delilah Cortez. Kamani Crawford. Lamani Crawford. Demi Davis. Alyssa Dela Cruz. Lizette Delgado. Tamara Dixon. Naya Doles Gaskins. Andrea Egusquiza. Chantel Estes. Catalina Fernandez. Ana Garcia. Oscar Garcia. Victoria Gary. Jasmine Gonzalez. Carolyn Hidalgo. Mariah Larios. Susie Q. Louis. Annabelle Martinez. Carl Martinez. Gabriela Parenti. Kayla Parks. Emily Perez. Amber Quinones. Ashley Reyes. Kennedy Royal. Erica Silvestre. Susana Sosa, Maribel Soto, Michelle Tejada, Zamir Timmons, Neslihan Turan, Israel Vargas, Allison Zamara.
From the Academy of Finance, Brittany Aguayo, Moheen Ahmad, Aziza Ahmed, Mohammed Ahmed, Jared Alvarado, Kristen Barbero, Jada Batista, Mariah Bencosme, Kevin Cano, Liam Costello, Patrick Costello, Stephanie Cuellar, Kiana Curry, Kimberly De La Cruz, Crystal Delgado, Indira Estevez, Henry Fernandez, Yasmin Flores, Tatiana Galvin, Ashley Garcia Lescano, Brianna Guyton, Joelle Heredia, Stephanie Herrera, Saeed Hussein, Lamin Islam, Traquan Jackson, Myasia James, Makita Jones, Jonathan Lara, Nicole Lawrence, Neil Macias, Ashley Martinez, Zuceli Martinez, Shakur McGuire, Juan Melendez Jr., Tiara Mohammed, Natalie Molina, Demetrius Pagan, Albert Piewitz, Maximilian Plaschonsky, Tracy Ramirez, Pamela Rodriguez, Michael Rosario, Alvin Rafino, Ureli Santiago, Darlene Severino, Dante Simmons, Jason Sturdivant, Mohammed Udin, Ricardo Vargas, Carolyn Zochiwa, Ashley Zaffarino, Zai Zhang, Shun Zhang.
From the School of Culinary Arts, Roberto Acuna, Cannon Bolt, Catherine Yakovlev. Say it again. Yakovlev, I was right. Casey Griazzo, the best teenage pastry chef in America. Tamaya Divine. Stephanie Dominguez. Thomas Farrell. Nazir Green. Justasia Hamilton. George Hernandez. Jensley Hernandez. Shyla Hernandez. Emily Irizarry. Michaela Leonard. Rachel Ligas. Alyssa Lorenzo. Imani Mansfield. Grisnady Martinez. Rociel Mendez. Rosie Jade Miranda. Kiara Munoz. Kathleen Ortiz. Joanna Parson. Rosie Quinones, Yasmin Ramadan, Daisy Reyes, Quatera Richardson, Alina Marie Rodriguez, Briasia Rodriguez, Kenneth Rodriguez, Omar Rodriguez, Aneldi Sanchez, Renaya Shipley, Lilybeth Velasquez, Diana Villalba, Bridget Wallace, Jacob Warrett, Nyani Williams, almost said that wrong, and Adriana Zangrilli.
From the School of Automotive Technology, Antonio Artiaga. Kelvin Batista. Joseph Bosque. Israel Carrillo. Daniel Castro. Hunter Gambuti. Jamir Graham. Bilal Hamoud. Christopher Hernandez. Camilo Izaza. Diego Landeros. Brian Laus. Jair Martinez. Mark Moretta. Amir Mozone. Joshua Nadua Parambil. Miguel Nuesi. Malcolm Parham. Jordan Parsons. Ricky Pena. Giancarlos Quinones. Shonday Ricketts. Larry Sosa. Armani Stewart. Mohammed Tarakji. Ronald Teller. Jesus Tula Kuamani. Esteban Urena Jr. Justin Wells.
This concludes our ceremony, Class of 2017. As we journey on the next phase of our lives, let us remember all the wonderful memories that we've made. Our school pride and spirit have taught us how to truly stand as a united force, standing strong and ready to hold, mold, and shape our future. Now, graduates, you may turn your tassels to the left sides of your hats. Congratulations, Class of 2017!
And there may be a senior who lost their keys. Planet Fitness, hello? Planet Fitness. Class of 2017, congratulations, and now you are free to leave. But somebody still may want their keys. Car Key, Planet Fitness, ShopRite, CVS, Pathmark,